In a galaxy far, far away, a spaceship traveled through space. Those who wandered in this spaceship were on an expedition to explore regions of space that they had never seen before. Amongst the travel, they came across a glowing disk of material rotating around an area. The particles of the disk were moving very fast and were sparkling brightly as they collided onto each other.
Hold still. It looks like we have a black hole.
But Kevin, I thought we couldn't see black holes. Actually, who came up with that terrible name?
Well, although there was some speculation about the idea of a black hole in the 18th century, it was Carl Schwarzschild in the 20th century who used Albert Einstein's theory to formally define it. John Wheeler later coined the term black hole during one of his physics lectures at NASA. The term was then picked up by others and eventually became so common that it started appearing in science fiction movies. Black hole generally comes in various sizes. A black hole is not a planet or a star, but a place in space where gravity pulls matter and swallows it into tiny space that it cannot escape from. Its force is so powerful that even light cannot escape it. This is why human eyes cannot see black holes.
How do we even know if there is a black hole if it cannot be seen?
That's right. We can't see them directly, but we can look for clues in how neighboring stars are affected by them. If you see a disk of glowing dust or star orbiting a small area, like the one we are looking at, there's a great possibility that there is a black hole.
At this moment, a light shone brightly across the window of the spaceship and faded away gradually.
Oh, my eyes! What was that?
That was tidal disruption.
A tidal what? Did it come from the black hole?
Yes, it did. Astronomers first proposed the idea of tidal disruption back in the 19th century. Even massive stars can be victim of tidal shredding caused by a supermassive black hole. However, it took almost 2 decades for astronomers to find the first candidate of the event, and now we're looking right at one. Let's not get too close.
How did they discover the first tidal disruption?
Scientists discovered the first star that was shredded by a black hole using a satellite that can survey the sky. This event was called tidal disruption event. In recent research, scientists have found different wavelengths of emitted light in space, which can lead to discovery of tidal disruptions. 2 major events have shown different wavelengths of light in space. One showed ultraviolet waves, the other showed gamma and X rays.
How did they figure all this out with a starship like ours?
Great question. There are many telescopes such as Hubble Space, the Galaxy Evolution Explorer, and the Canada-Hawaii telescope placed in space to observe tidal disruption events. At first, they tried to capture images of tidal disruption, however had very little luck. Only after a long period of time, astronomers were able to estimate the mass of the black hole and the type of star it had exploded by studying different radiation that were emitted through space.
Well, I'm glad I'm a space traveler in the 21st century with a chance to see a tidal disruption up close and personal.
The spaceship began to move again, boldly going on her way. The crew continued the journey in space.